Clouds of smoke. What's happening? First and foremost, in honor and praise to Yahoo and his son Yahusha. Without them, I am nothing. I'm just the vessel they move and speak through. First and foremost, today, this is for entertainment purposes only. Anything that may sound like anything, it was all GTA 5. You know, this is all happened when I was playing GTA 5, anyways, I know y'all seen the Kevin Hart roast by now. Now, I ain't seen it. Only part I done seen is Cat's part. The only part worth watching, if you ask me. And I've been seeing this Tony Radcliffe shit, or Hinchcliffe, whatever the hell the white boy name is, right? And I keep seeing the same thing, right? Kevin defended them saying, oh, that's just Tony Hinchcliffe. That's just him. This is how he gets down. Then I heard Corey Hogan say the same thing. Well, that's him. That's how he get down. Okay, that's cool, right? A lot of us is known for slapping an individual. A lot of us is known for flashing out and spazzing out, especially on racist activity. So you telling me that if one of us was to see him somewhere, say airport, just by chance, and we slapped the shit out of him, we cool, right? That's just what we do. That's what we do, right? And I know what y'all saying, well, his security guard, I ain't tripping on none of that. That's after that. I'm just asking, can we use that same excuse? If we spaz out on racists out here, it's not even Tony Hinchcliffe. Racists out here say something stupid at the store. And we poop bop his ass. So that's what we do. Can we use that as an excuse? If y'all gonna use that excuse for me, or for one of us if it happened, oh, that's just what he do. Forgive him, that's just what he do. For real, for real. For one, what do George Floyd got to do with anything going on in that roast? I see some other jokes is probably worse, just as bad or worse. Nigga, they was talking about lynching a melanated individual. I seen a little clip where I think they were talking about kept him so short they had to lynch him on a bonsai tree. They talk about lynching a black man on top of the George Floyd shit, bro. That's comedy. Now, anybody in that, any melanated individual on that show would have made any kind of joke about the Holocaust, they would have shut that whole shit down. If any melanated, if any individual, period, would have made a negative joke about the Holocaust, they would have shut that whole shit down. Am I lying? Am I lying? If anybody would have said anything about them little hats over there, if anybody would have made a pro-Palestine joke, they would have shut that shit down. You tell me it was necessary? You tell me it was necessary. They took out 18 jokes. They took out 18 jokes. That if you didn't watch it live, you didn't see these 18 jokes. And one of them was about Melania Trump. So it's cool to disrespect a dead black man. It's cool to talk about lynching a black man in 2026. But you can't say nothing about the president's wife, who's still alive and living, breathing. Think about that, bro. Just think about that. Put yourself in the family shoes, bro. Put yourself in the family shoes. Now, the George Floyd, everybody got their opinions about it. So we gon' just keep it with what we know. The man was choked to death by a racist pig. You the family member. You grieving. You still grieving, bro. Like, real talk, you still grieving. My uncle passed away when I was 11 years old, and I still grieve that to this day. He was murdered when I was 11, and I still grieve that to this day. So it's people with George Floyd family, including his mother, I believe she's still alive, who's still grieving this. And someone was probably at a point where they coming to a grips with it, coming to accept with it, letting it go and moving on with life, and then this white boy come open that wound back up for no apparent reason. You the family of George Floyd, you sitting watching the Kevin Hart roast, nigga, because you want to enjoy some comedy, and boom, they rip open a wound. They rip open a trauma that you was getting over with and start it all back over again. Bring all this back to play. Everything that you seen during that situation, the video, that's coming all back to play in your head now because some white boy decided it was cool to play with your deceased relative. That's crazy work, bro. And the only excuse you get from the proprietor of the roast is, oh, that's him. This is how he get there. Why are we still mad about it? Why are we still mad about it? Why did he say it? Okay, you there, you cool, you alive. You cool to talk about lynching you on the bonsai tree? Cool, you alive. You can do it. George ain't alive no more. He can't defend himself. So why bring that? Why is this man even on your mind to say this? Why he can't rest in peace? Why is this man on your mind to say this? You are a different kind of racist, sir. You that good old racism. Good old racism. Yeah. Excuse me. Speaking of good old racism, y'all see that Memorial Day situation in Virginia Beach? Had a small militia individual walking with racist Confederate flags and all the flags that came before the Union, that came before slavery was abolished. Now, you got a right to do whatever you want to do, right? But if you walk around instilling fear, for one of you instilling fear, fear is another word for terror. Terror is what terrorists do. So for one, you're taking place at a terrorist activity. What you're doing is terrorism. The video I seen, the woman was talking about, we stand in the house. They scared to go outside. They don't know what these people gonna do. They walk around with masks and racist flags. Now, let's pause that right there. Think about that. Virginia Beach, a small militia, a masked white tee individuals walking, marching with masks on and racist flags. Boom. Then you got this other dummy who was probably a plant so Trump could get his ballroom. But you got this other dummy who decides to take his pistol while live reporters is out here reporting live and take some pot shots at the White House. Now you take that energy and aim it towards the Virginia Beach energy, and I bet motherfuckers will think twice before they do what they do. And that's on GTA, you know. I'm talking about when you on GTA and this happened, that happened, and this happened, you know, on GTA, violent situations happen. Grand Theft Auto is a hell of a game. But just think about that. Why wouldn't you disrespect people who let the disrespect happen? And then they have the coonery class come out and condone the racism. So I ask you this, Kevin. What he said, what Tony Hinchcliffe said, is just what he do. That's his type of comedy. He's edgy. He pushes the envelope. That's just what he does, right? So if those racists in Virginia Beach who masked up, walking with these racist flags, they decide to beat and maim one of us, is it cool? Because that's just what they do. If just because that's just what you do don't mean it's cool. You don't got a right to do certain shit just because that's what you do. You can push the envelope, that's cool, but what happens when you push the envelope too far? Because that's what happened in this situation. The envelope was pushed too far. You can't explain to me why you or these other European writers were sitting in a room thinking, you know what, we should do a George Floyd show. Why? Why? And then you're gonna say, oh, well, somebody did a Charlie Kirk joke. I don't care. That don't got nothing to do with us. That Erica Kirk handled that thing. She got something to say about everything else. Let her handle that. That's her people. Only thing that concerns me is what's said and done to my people. Now, is it right to disrespect Charlie Kirk? No. I don't believe in disrespecting the dead. Yet, let's put them together. Was George Floyd out here spewing racist bullshit? Was George Floyd out here speaking against a whole race of people? Talking down and talking bad on the whole race of people, saying racist shit? No, he wasn't. So his death and Charlie Kirk's death is not equivalent. They not the same, nigga. There's a lot of people who don't give a damn about Charlie Kirk being dead because of what he was saying. Now, is it right? Is it wrong? That's not on me to say. But like I said, there's a lot of dark-skinned, melanated people, brown and black, who don't give a damn one way or another about Charlie Kirk or where he at, or if he alive or dead, or his wife, none of that shit. Because who cares about racism? I don't. If you go open your newspaper to the obituary section and they tell you the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan passed away, are you gonna be sad as a melanated individual? Are you gonna be sad as a melanated individual? We are a country where motherfuckers be saying, damn, they missed him again when somebody try to get the president. This president. I'm just saying. So do you think it's the same? Somebody making a Charlie Kirk joke, a racist who something happened to, his own people did something to him, allegedly on GTA, or this man who whatever, the worst crime they could come up with on George Floyd that he did a little dope. That's the worst that they come up with, man. Hunter Biden had cocaine in the White House, so what that give you the right to smoke him? That give you a right to disrespect his legacy, disrespect him in death? He ain't did nothing to you. This man did nothing to you. Tony Hinchcliffe, this man did nothing to you. What if he was your uncle? What if Cat Williams would have got up and made a joke about your favorite uncle who passed away? How would you would have been cool with that? Just because you a comedian, you would have been cool with that? He know your uncle passed away in a tragic manner. Maybe he was smoked in a robbery, and the person who robbed him looked like us, and that was your uncle, and somebody made a joke about it. You think that's cool? 6 years later, 10 years, however long it later is. Come on, bro. That's cool. That's comedy. Opening up old wounds for a family who grieving the malicious, horrible unaliving of their family member. You opening that wound up, that's cool. That's just what you do. Cool. Somebody bust your shit, you can't be mad. That's just what they do. Because everybody ain't just gonna let what go on. That's why certain shit happen in certain places around certain people. Because the Most High not ready for that reaction. Because the Most High know the moment He let y'all individuals around other individuals just got that same energy for y'all, it's gonna go up. In a race war, nobody wins but them. And that's another part of the situation. Everything that's being done on a mainstream scale is being done to push division and to push a race war. Because if they can get us to get in these streets and get down and dirty, then they can call martial law and shut this bitch down and start running it how they want to run it. That's the underlying situation. This is Tony Hinchcliffe. This is why Tony Hinchcliffe said it. Because they need to pour some more gasoline on this race fire. This race fire. Did he? Real talk. They want us to bang it out. So they have a reason to lock you down. That's their backup plan. They thought that they came out with this hunter virus. See if y'all are gonna get scared, but since most of y'all got smart at the COVID, and y'all realized about the play, ain't nobody really tripping on that hunter virus shit. So then we gotta go to phase 2. Nigga, we gotta make this racial ride. Y'all dumb as hell, y'all fall for it. Yet at the same time, it might be inevitable. Because if you choose to get paid to let them play, Some of y'all, all y'all, like in mainstream media, y'all can push the narrative, y'all can push the envelope, y'all can pour gas on this fire, this race ride fire, right? Because y'all gonna be protected, but y'all got family that's on these lower ranks with us, on both sides, black and white, nigga, that's gonna get hurt in the shit that y'all are fanning. The fire y'all fanning gonna burn some of y'all own, man. So think about that next time one of these jokes is written for you, nigga. No, I ain't saying that. That's all it is, nigga. You could have used. They say I didn't see it, but they say your shit was cool before that. So you could have just easily said, nah, I ain't saying that one. Nah, I ain't doing that one. I'm good on that one. I would respect it more if all the jokes was kept. If I didn't know there was 18 jokes taken out of the situation, I was like, cool. They just they roasted. Man, I ain't tripping, but the fact that y'all took out 18 jokes and left that joke in there, let me know that there was a reason for it, bro. And if you, as a European white T individual, a white T male reading this, if you read this and thought it was funny and thought you should still say it, that means that's in your heart. Let's keep it 100. All y'all is rubber elbows with this dude. All you black individuals rubber elbows with this dude, thinking he cool. He hates y'all, bro. Remember what he said about Puerto Rico? Not only what he said about Puerto Rico, he said something about Puerto Rico at a Trump rally. This nigga's a Trump supporter for all y'all individuals who so against Trump. He's a Trump supporter. He got up during a Trump rally and said, you know, we got a crisis going on. Did y'all know there's a floating island of trash floating through the ocean? I think they call it Puerto Rico. This is what this man said at a Trump rally. Come on, man. I'm a low. I've been fucking with Snoop since I was a little dude, man. For real, for real. I've been fucking with Snoop since I was a little nigga, but when I seen he flipped the script, told everybody, oh man, which one of you coons gonna perform for Trump? And then in the next election, you was the first coon to perform for Trump. One of the first coons to perform for Trump. Nigga, I don't fuck with cuz no more. I don't support nothing cuz got going on, bro. So I ain't with it, man. For real, for real. You showed me what it was, nigga. You foresee it. Why you think Kevin Hart did it? Why you think it was on Kevin Hart roast? He foresee it. Everybody knew what was gonna be said before it be said, and they thought it was cool. Everybody applauded her Underwood for how she handled it, but why? How can suicide be a joke, bro? How can talking about somebody's husband or anybody's spouse, period, committing suicide be a joke, bro? To their face, but you don't know how much a person can take. You don't know what's gonna make a person cry. And this is what y'all thought was cool to play with, bro. That shit was sick, evil, and satanic at the end of the day, bro. And if you know, you know it was a humiliation ritual. Kevin finna go to the next level. Either he go to the next level or he finna phase out. That's what